Hi, Sandy Scott here. I was just going to kind of give you an overview of where my school is at with the KISA process. We actually formed our building leadership teams last year, and I am a part of that, so I've kind of actually gone through this process 100% with my building administrator, as well as at the district level. We've also had an in-service with it. We've kind of determined as a district that we're at year one. We wouldn't necessarily say that we are beginning, but we've definitely developed those teams, and we feel we're doing and completing a lot of the areas. Of the different R's, we have chosen to focus on relationships and relevance. We feel like they'd be the most impactful to look at through the first process that we go through. In talking with my building principal, I have definitely learned a lot especially serving in a smaller committee with her. There's about 5 of us from our school, as well as her, who serve on this committee. I really feel she has a democratic leadership style approach. She definitely allows all members the opportunity to participate, and all of our ideas are exchanged freely throughout. She always opens the floor to hear everybody's opinion. She has a lot of member buy-in because she allows us to be such a part of that decision-making process. The areas that we identified, like I had mentioned before, that we are going to work towards is relationship and relevance, and how those align with the PSEL standards. For instance, PSEL number 4, where it's curriculum, instruction, and assessment. I feel like this aligns with our relevance and how we are going to go through kind of an overview of our curriculum adoption process. When we kind of think about that as a team, it also demonstrates a little bit more of my principal's leadership style. We don't have a specific adopted curriculum. She allows each teacher to kind of go forth and choose what they think is best. We do meet as teams and we meet as a school, and we're all pretty much on the same page, but she allows us to work through that together. PSEL number 8, meaningful engagement of families and communities, kind of ties into our relationship that we will be focusing on and communicating with families. We will strive to do this at a very consistent and a building level basis. I believe individual teachers currently do it, but we felt that it was something that we all definitely needed to be on the same page and to work towards. PSEL number 5, the community of care and support for students. That would be the student involvement and empowerment. We also felt that that would be a good area of relationships for us to focus on. And that kind of sums up my overall meeting with my teacher. I've definitely learned a lot through the KISA process. It can be confusing and it can be brain-racking, but overall I feel like it's going to be a very positive system. And I think as a district as a whole, we've kind of gone through each and every rubric we went through at the grade levels first, and went through every single rubric to identify if there was no evidence, if we were implementing, transitioning, we're proficient. We went through on all 4 of the R's, did that at the grade level, and then we came together as a building and we kind of composed everybody's thoughts together to see where we were at, and then we had our district meetings where we then compiled each building. There's only 3 total buildings in our district, so it's kind of easier to do, but we've built our way through the process, and at the end of it we've decided that relationships and relevance is going to be what we will focus on the most. I'm curious to see where our building will go as a whole, especially through this process. This is my principal's last year after being here for 35 years, so it will be interesting to see where this process takes us as a school and as a district. Thanks for listening.